question we actually get asked quite a lot in the marketplace is, how does our model differ from the rest of the market? And it's quite easy to understand that, because there are a lot of advisors in the marketplace, and the word financial advisor can mean a lot of different things. A key attribute that we always highlight, that you'll see on one of the tables on our website, is access to both a financial planner as well as an investment specialist or investment advisor. And the big benefit around that is, we typically find in the market, most people have access to either one of the two. By that, I mean an advice or an advice relationship they're engaged in might be more, for example, financial planning centric. So a lot of the independent financial advisors, the banks, for example, in the past were very, very good examples of that, where you're able to get access to advice that help around things such as your superannuation, your insurances, your retirement planning, a little bit around your cash flow and your debt management. They can offer access to reasonable sophistication in strategies around that area, but they often lack the same level of sophistication and abilities around investments and investment ideas. They're often limited to very vanilla or basic products such as managed funds. They don't have the same sophistication in idea generation around investments. On the other side, you might be dealing with someone or an institution that's more focused on investments. In this particular case, you get access to better sophistication around investments and idea generation. However, they don't have the same capabilities or license abilities or focus on financial planning. Now, the reality is, you are going to need access to both of those at different points in your investor life cycle. So we find a big strength in our model is being able to apply the appropriate attention to each of those areas for our clients. And we often find that people who gravitate to our model and Assures are the ones that typically aren't necessarily complaining about the advice that they're getting access to. It's the advice that they're not getting access to that becomes the biggest issue for them. And we often find that not getting access to the right advice at the right time can be very, very expensive. Quick example, strategy in your structures, not getting your investment structures and your foundation right. Often we find people who don't have the right intention or right guidance in those areas later on down the track have to restructure and reorganize, at massive penalties and tax implications around that. That's one example. Another example is not having access to quality idea generation, not having access to current and evolving investment thematic in the marketplace. What is the opportunity cost of being limited in your investment choices and not getting access to a progressive investment platform that can advise you on that area? So we often find it's not just what they're getting access to, it's what they're not getting access to, and also the cost of not getting access to that becomes the key point in the investor's mind that brings them to a model like Assures and ours, and helps appreciate the value we're able to generate for our clients.